Hey, hey, Sagittarius. Thanks for joining me for your August reading. I'm Madeleine, if you haven't met before. And if you're back, hey. So, as usual, I've got a channeled message for you before we get into your cards. But even before that, even though Spirit's really excited, I just want to make a quick announcement that beginning this Saturday at 10 a.m. Central, I will be doing live weekly readings for every sign. So you can join me at 10 and we can, chit chat, drop a comment and stuff that I'll see live, or you can always catch the recorded version as soon as it's processed and then it'll be up for everybody. So yay! Weekly readings on the channel. You guys voted for it. I appreciate you and I'm really excited to start. So I hope I see you there. But enough about me, Sag. Let's talk about you. Spirit showed me something really cool when I was sitting in meditation before we got together. I don't know how many of you have seen the movie Beetlejuice. It's really excellent, totally separate from this reading. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. Those of you who have will recognize the imagery that was playing in my head. Spirit was straight up showing me the scene where one of the characters takes a piece of chalk and draws a door to another dimension on their wall. Little doorknob and everything. Except in this version, Spirit was showing me this door to, like, value, money, resources, opportunities, Pentacles thing. If there were a card in the deck that was like the Door of Pentacles, that's what this was. So some of you already have a job in mind or one that you've applied for. Some of you, this is something that you may be developing yourself. And I'm going to go one step weirder and say for those of you Sagittarians that are into energy work and practical magic, might be time to go buy some colored chalk and draw a little door on your wall. Knowing what's behind that door and saying, I invite this. I open this door to value, to Pentacles, to this new job, to this opportunity. And don't be surprised that if you do a little as above, so below work and pull that door open on the physical plane, that something doesn't come down the pipeline to match it. Okay? Okay. Door to opportunity. We could have said it that way. In short, there is a door to opportunity this month. I feel it is available to all Sagittarians, but some of you may want to take things into your own hands. All right. Now, let's get into your cards for the month of August. Spirit, what do Sagittarians need to know? Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising, Sagittarius Dominant folks. What do they need to know? Sagittarius. Sagittarius. What do they need to know for their highest good, Spirit? Always and only for their highest good. Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Sagittarius in the month of August. What energy is around? What's available? What do they need to know for their highest good? Where they've been, where they're going, and how to get there. All right. Let's see. Got a bonus card or two in here, Sag. Month of August for Sagittarius. Month of August for Sagittarius. What do they need to know, please? All right, they're ready. Boom! Door to opportunity right at the center. You are seen, you are recognized. And I was feeling this when I was giving you the channeled message, but some of you may have prominent Scorpio placements, and I would highly recommend that if you do and you know about it, that you go check out that video, because I have a feeling there will be some crossover. Yes, that's what we'd like to see, Sagittarius. Yeah, I said that. I literally said your sign's name out loud and then flipped over your card. This is the Temperance card is the Sagittarius card in Tarot. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This card flicked out twice while I was shuffling your cards. Shuffled it back in both times because it was just the pre-off-camera shuffle. But this wants to come through for you strongly. And I'm glad we got bonus cards because I'm going to need some more information. Ah! I fucking knew that we were going to see the Tower card. Oh my god. That Scorpio thing. Whew. Okay. Some of you are straight up going to be seeking counseling. Whether you do that with a psychologist, whether you do that with a priest, whether you do that with a tarot reader, like some of you are just straight up going to be seeking a mentor, a teacher, someone who knows something you don't know, right? Like someone who holds sacred knowledge. This could be, again, a coach. Somebody who is able to help you navigate this new landscape, this new world that you're in. The Tower is falling. Things that are fake, things that are false, things that are not built to last are going to crumble. I'm going to need another card, even though Spirit gave us a couple of bonuses. Spirit. What's on the other side of this fear of the future? What does Sagittarius need to know about these anxieties and fears for the highest good? Okay. Some of you, this is very specific, but for those of you that are experiencing this, you need to hear it, okay? And my prayer is always that Spirit is going to bring through what is needed most. Some of you are growing up, and that's kind of scary. Like maybe some of you, it's like you're starting a family, either you're pregnant or like your partner is pregnant. It's like we're making this home. Holy shit. And it's strange because it's like there's this anxiety even though things are going pretty well. But listen, the world is having a Tower moment, so it's no surprise to see 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, anxiety, fear, worries about our worthiness. That's what the 8 of Swords specifically is about. Am I really capable? Can I really do this? Look at all the things that could go wrong. Look at them. And it's not like you, Sag, to get caught up in your fears. And I'm going to tell you that it's going to be okay. I don't mean that nothing will go wrong. I don't mean that there won't be moments where you feel tense and frozen and scared. But ultimately, I mean, what I kind of like is that it's 9 of Swords followed immediately by 8 of Swords, which actually indicates like a bringing down of the anxiety level. Because 9 of Swords is like, I want to like cover my eyes. I'm just like frozen. 8 of Swords implies a little bit more looseness. It is still a fearful card. It's a card of, again, looking at everything that could go wrong. This must mean a lot to you, Sagittarius. This thing that you want, this goal, this family, this new world must mean a lot to you for you to have that much fear around it. But all of this fear and anxiety and this falling tower, all of this notwithstanding, we still find you at the center of your spread victorious. 6 of Wands crossed by the 8 of Pentacles, being recognized for this great work that you're doing. 8 of Pentacles is the apprentice who is on the edge of becoming the master. It is the great and happy day's work. And 6 of Wands is being recognized for what you do. Public acclaim. Some of you may be getting promoted. Some of you may be getting new jobs entirely, and that could have to do with a little bit of the fear and anxiety, like, oh my God, am I going to be okay? Am I going to be good at this? Am I even worth it? 10 of Pentacles, the Fool. You absolutely have done all of the work that it took to get here. Now, you know, here comes the hard part, is the Fool is like, well, now we gotta go, push out the nest. Kind of similar to the Tower feeling of like, hey, this is just what it is, you gotta go. And they are reminding me of the quote from one of my favorite Stoic philosophers, Epictetus, who said, if you wish to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. Give yourself permission to be ignorant. Give yourself permission to not know everything. I don't mean be, you know, willfully ignorant, but I do mean that when we are learning, by definition, that means we don't know everything. And when people start acting and talking like they know everything, we can be sure that they're not learning anything. You feel me? Like, so don't get stuck in some, Spirit's actually using the phrase ivory tower, which makes me think some of you may be in academics or very academic professional circles. Don't let the fear of not being, you know, fucking perfect. Don't let the ivory tower deter you from going for what you want. Maybe you are a writer, but you don't have the credentials of a writer. Go for it anyway. And I want to tell you to be gentle with yourself, Sag. Some of you may be taking things to an extreme. This is very specific, but again, whoever needs to hear this, some of y'all are just straight up over caffeinating, which sounds very like silly and low bar, but like some of you need to know that it's like, okay, you already have a little bit of anxiety or a little bit of like nervousness, even maybe like nervous disorder or like clinical anxiety, and then you're drinking like coffee or espresso and putting yourself into kind of like artificial anxiety, and it just amps the whole thing up. Like, temperance is a sign that moderation is key. You know, enjoy what you want to enjoy, but make sure that you're enjoying it to levels where it's actually helping you, where you don't feel like you're doing anything to an extreme. Too much sleep, not enough sleep, too much drinking, no drink. Like, can we... Happy medium, temperance, being gentle with yourself, no all-nighters. You know what I mean? Again, I'm getting some Scorpio vibes here. Some of you are mourning a loss. The Five of Cups sits in your past, losing something, having to let go, and feeling like, in many cases, it feels like we've lost when we have that card. Whether that's because, you know, that can be something like a death in the family. That can be something like a breakup. That can be having the rug pulled out from under you, the Tower moment, where you've invested so much in this job or this relationship, and suddenly the other person or the other entity is like, sorry, that's over. And you're just like, that's the Five of Cups, is just that kind of dumbfounded, like staring at the three spilled over cups. But Spirit is assuring you, what is done, and what's gone is gone, but what you have left can be used and multiplied. You know, this card is also a card of the great magic of being in balance and in flow. Just in case you don't have Scorpio placements, because Spirit is bringing up one of the same things that they said to Scorpio, which is, we don't want you to feel like you have to put up all this tremendous energy or this tremendous brute strength to like power through things. We don't want you approaching things from like a judo perspective. We want you approaching things from an Aikido perspective. In judo, we're punching, we're kicking, right? Like, it's active, it's offensive. In Aikido, if someone is coming at me trying to punch me, the whole idea is I take your energy and I move it like water. I just kind of throw you over my head, not through any, you know, not having to use much strength of my own, but using your momentum. I throw you over my head. That's how Spirit wants you to approach things this month. So whenever you're coming up against something that is difficult, a feeling, an experience, a person, Spirit wants you to think, not judo, aikido. Defensive, fluid, water bending, okay? Okay. Bend them like Beckham. Fuck them on off. I feel like for a lot of you, there is going to be a sense of comfort coming from family, coming from being surrounded by the people that you love. And I hope that being surrounded by the people that you love, God, I mean, between this World card, this Six of Wands card, this Fool card, this Page of Wands card, and then we also have the Ace of Wands in that potential position. You 100% have a talent, a gift, an idea that could go worldwide. For some of you, it's this month that it's going worldwide. And what do I mean by that? I mean, some of you may publish something. It doesn't have to just be like, oh, bestseller, like, cool, yes, amazing. That counts, like, but it could also be publishing a video on YouTube, publishing a blog post. Those things go out worldwide, right? Putting up a podcast, you're broadcasting worldwide. Step up and be seen. Some of you have a fear of being seen. That's okay. Work on that this month. Work on it. Why am I afraid of being seen? Here's an exercise for you, Sagittarius. When you have cards this good, mixed with cards this petrifying, it's a sign that you need to do a little bit of work around your fears. Your fears around the best case scenarios. I want you to do a real simple exercise, which would be to get like a pen and a piece of paper, and write at the very top of the piece of paper, I deeply desire, fill in the blank, this job, this person, to live here, whatever, fill in the blank. Then, if, fill in the blank, your dream, if my dream happens, then this is a problem it will bring up for me. And be real and serious and rigorous. If I won the lottery tomorrow, $20 million, oh my God, yes, think of all the problems that would solve for me. Now, think of all the problems it would create for me. Oh man, like, we know the statistics of what happens to people when they win the lottery, right? Most times they end up spending it all and ending up maybe even poorer than they started with. That's a real problem that could happen. Oh man, it could create a rift between me and my family or my friends or people who see me differently or etc. Brings up the problem of, oh man, now when I make a new friend, if they know I'm wealthy, do I ever know whether they really care about me or whether it's about getting access, etc. Because the more that you do this, what Spirit is showing me, that's really cool. What Spirit is showing me is that very like crude chalk drawing of a door becoming more and more and more like a gorgeous, lifelike, like, you know, it becomes 3D. It goes from a chalk outline to a sketch to an oil painting to a door that I can reach out and put my hand around the knob and turn it and go. If I know what I'm walking into and I'm not walking in like this, like here, I'm looking for all the good things I'm going to get. No, I'm looking and I see there's going to be problems and there's going to be benefits. And I want them both. I accept them both. When we do that, we can have the world. You're facing your fears. You're going down into the underworld like Persephone. Go and understand your fears so that you can take them back to the bright, beautiful overworld. That's how she became a queen. be willing to look at your fears. Be willing to talk to them. Pull out the skeletons in your closet and have a conversation. What are we afraid of? Because the truth is, your fears aren't your enemies. Your grief isn't your enemy. They're trying to protect you. But the thing is, you got to talk to them, see what they're trying to protect you from. And if they're trying to protect you from love, like, wait, I don't need protection from that. Thank you. I appreciate it. Really glad that you're here and you're on my side, but I don't want to be protected from love. I want to fall in love again. I'm willing to accept that I could get my heart broken. I could meet the wrong person, etc. Again, the thing with, like, I'm willing, I'm down for the adventure. I'm down for the plummets and for the heights, right? I see you setting off on a new adventure. I see your good work being recognized if you have the courage and the daring to allow it to be recognized. Does that make sense, Sagittarius? Let me know. You got questions, you got comments, you got advice, you got stories. I love to hear them. It also really helps the channel, so I really appreciate those of you who take the time to like, comment, share, all that stuff. Really, really helps, so thank you. So Sagittarius, it has been a pleasure as always. I really hope that this is helpful, and if I don't see you at the Saturday Live, then I hope I see you in September. Bye, Sag.